Tonight we have a brand new album from Mitski. I am really excited for this. It is called The Land is Inhospitable and So Are We. I think that's the title. I honestly don't really know what it's called, but I am so excited for this body of work from the genius of Mitski's mouth. If you don't know, genius is Mitski. I was gonna say genius is Mitski. If you don't know, Mitski is a literal genius in every sense of the word. Her music is so unique and cool, and I'm so excited to hear this new body of work. I'm also kind of nervous going into this just because, as some of you guys know, I did not like Laurel Hell whatsoever. To be completely honest, I hated it with every fiber of my being, sonically, you know what I mean? So going into this, I'm nervous, but I'm also super hopeful and excited because I actually love Bug Like an Angel. It's just such a calming little song. In true Mitski fashion, it's a weird titled album that I really don't know what it means. There's a lot of track titles that are really interesting. I mean, Buffalo Replaced. I'm like, why are we replacing the buffalo? My favorite Mitski album, thank you for asking, is Bury Me at Makeout Creek, which is kind of off-brand for me because I don't typically lean toward like indie rock, but I actually adore that album with every fiber of my being. I was actually re-listening to her entire discography this past week, and I would say she's one of the most intentional artists that I've ever listened to. Her unique mixture of like this intensity and this like gospel church vibes with her soft vocals is something that I think makes her music super unique because you have this like intensity, this aggression in the production, but her voice is so like soft and chill and vibey and nice to listen to. So it's very interesting, and Bug Like an Angel is kind of the perfect example of that because it's really nice because her voice is just beautiful and like the lyrics are pretty. I mean, they're kind of depressing, but they're pretty. But then the production, like when she goes into family and all that, like it gets all crazy. Mitski is crazy in the best way. Like she does very tasteful things in her songs, but she likes to get funky and she likes to do the jump scares. I'm not gonna be doing any music videos because I'm in pitch blackness. I feel like the vibe of this album is just to listen to it all in one go. The tracks that I would say I'm claiming are I Don't Like My Mind, because obviously, and then When Memories Snow. I just really love that title. I think it's gorgeous. So yes, we will listen to Bug Like an Angel. It's calming, it's beautiful. It's just like a warm little hug from Mitski. And someone commented saying that this whole album is like that and it's very calm and beautiful. Why do the albums never come out when they say they're gonna come out? And I have not listened to the other singles, so that'll be new for me. I want to turn the volume up because her voice is so mellow, but I want to turn it down because she always jump scares me. Not me forgetting I knew this song and being ready for a new sound to come into my ears.
There's a bug like an angel stuck to the bottom of my glass with a little bit left.
I love the guitar. I'm not gonna shut up about it. Get away! When I first heard this song, I had no idea it was about like addiction. It wasn't until I watched the behind the song that I realized what it was about, and because Mitski told me. And I just think it's such a genius and beautiful song. I don't know, I've just like never heard a song that's nearly as intentional as the lyrics on this song. And I think it all just goes back to Mitski being masterful with her music. She really is just a master of her craft in every way. Like I don't say that lightly.
They break you right back.
Best lyric on the album, on the song.
They break you right back.
It's so gospel choir coded. I just feel like I'm floating away kind of into the clouds like a butterfly. I love this song. And that's like, I think that's just the most beautiful part of the song. It's just a song that you can easily loop and just surround yourself in like this really calming cloud. But we're going into Buffalo Replaced. Is it gonna be the animal or the city? I knew that was gonna happen, and yet she still got me. Yeehaw. I don't know, there's something that feels really Western about this.
Mosquitoes can enjoy me, I can't go inside.
I'm looking up the lyrics, what?
Picking up as much of the full moon so bright. Fireflies zooming through the yard like highway call. Fireflies! Kids feeling alive.
This is just such a calming vibe.
Train stampeding through my backyard.
Okay, we're already getting genius in the lyrics, but we'll talk about it after. It's like twinkly.
I have a hope, and though she's blind with no name, she shits where she's supposed to, feeds herself while I'm away.
I wouldn't have known what that lyric was unless I looked it up. She shits where she's supposed to.
And somewhere far away, like the new Buffalo place.
That's kind of a cool melody. This is just kind of interesting. Well, duh, it's Mitski. This is a really interesting song because, well, it's not interesting. I don't know. I really like the beat behind it. Without the beat, I don't know if I would like be connecting to this song as much right away. But with the beat, I think it really adds something to it that's kind of necessary. Okay, these lyrics are kind of insane. Mitski is juxtaposing the idea of mosquitoes biting and enjoying her skin. Okay, so apparently Mitski is kind of using the theme of bugs throughout this album to portray intricate feelings and emotions. So that's really interesting. I love the lyrics on this song because they're super visual and like super just appealing to the senses, right? Mosquitoes can enjoy me. I can't go inside. I'm sucking up as much of the full moon so bright. It's this very punching imagery. Like you just immediately are there. Fireflies zooming through the yard like highway cars. I love a simile. I love a metaphor. Someone out here burning something, kids feeling alive. Like what? I don't know, but I'm immediately taken to a very like specific place in my mind, right? Right? I'm gonna keep saying right because like, I don't know. I just love her writing, even though I don't know what it means most of the time. Freight train stampeding through my backyard. It'll run across the plains like the new Buffalo place. So, I have to look at what that means. Genius says this lyric could allude to nature being traded in for modernity and industry. So, a freight train obviously being a modern thing, coming in and overtaking something that's from nature, like the buffalo. So, okay. It'll run across the place. Okay, so this might, not confirmed, but it might be about the old things being replaced with the new things and... Okay, good lord. If you think I'm about to like dive into this album in a super deep and depthful way, like into all of what we could discuss in this video, I'm not, but like that's kind of crazy. But when is she gonna scare me? That's the question. I don't trust her though. She's gonna do something at the end. Okay, I think it's over. Okay, I actually really liked that. The whole place that song took me to, it was very calming and beautiful and just nice to listen to, kind of like Bug Like an Angel. She didn't do any jump scares in that one, so I'm expecting the next one to have some because I just know Mitski and like she does it to me. And I am very easily scared, so like I'm really easy to do it to. The next song is Heaven. Yeah, if you know Mitski, she uses a lot of lyrics about heaven and stars. That's just kind of like a recurring theme. My body's made of crushed little stars. Last words of a shooting star, and then she has a song on this album called Star as well. So I don't know really what that represents. Honestly, again, with Mitski's music, like I kind of like the mystery of it. I kind of like not knowing what every single thing is about because I just think there's an element to that that's really exciting and it makes the music more interesting to listen to. But yeah, Heaven, it better be really heavenly. Yeah. No, this is so just like nice to listen. I know it's been 2 seconds, but it just is.
All of our love, filling all of our room, your low warm voice.
What?
Find the string.
Enunciate, Mitski. I really like this production. I feel like I'm gonna like the production on this album a lot. Strings. She's like, yeah, girl, you are gonna like the production.
Now I bend like a willow, thinking of you, like a murmuring brook.
Like a what?
I sip on the rest of the coffee you left, a kiss, heaven.
It's kind of running together with the other songs just because it is so sonically cohesive already. but I do think this is really pretty, and I feel like I already really like this album. Ooh, let's go. It's so pretty, I'm sorry. I don't know what to do with myself. Strings.
Something set free is running through the night.
She already has these lyrics about like running through the night, like running through the dark, the mosquitoes, the like running through the grass at night. That's kind of the image that I have in my mind right now, is running through the grass at night, like as a child or something. It just feels very like freedom. Yeah, just letting go. And I don't know if that was the intention, or, you know, that's just something I'm taking away from it right away. But okay, Mitski, this is so calming. Like, it's just, it's like brown noise, you know, brown noise, white noise, all the noises. This is like that. And I don't mean that it sounds boring like brown noise, but it's just really calming. It's just really nice to listen to. I could fall asleep to this. Again, not that it's boring. It's just so freaking peaceful.
Song around the corner, but here in our place, we have for the day.
Vocals. Vocals all up in here. Get out, Mitski. Sorry. No, I love her. It goes down. Heaven. Heaven. That. Yes. Bring me into your garden, Mitski. I just feel like I'm being initiated into heaven or something. Is that bad? Yes. Yes, yes, yeah. Okay. This is so random for her, is it not? Like, she's not doing as many crazy things, which is fine. It's just something I'm noticing. She really said, I'm gonna give you the calm, heavenly, divinely beautiful album that you've always wanted. I love the vibes of this album. It's so different from her, at least from the albums that I've heard from her. Because we have the three that I know, which are Be the Cowboy. You start with a song like Geyser on Be the Cowboy. And if you don't know, that song is insane. It starts out and you're like, oh, this is just kind of a nice song, a nice ballad, and then it absolutely explodes and goes in a direction that you never saw coming. And there's this giant moment. And we haven't had as many of those like giant moments yet. I know we're only a few songs in, but you know how I do. I like to keep you updated with what I'm thinking about. But I know she likes the jump scares, so I'm not saying that she's not going to do any on this album, because I definitely think after hearing Bug Like an Angel, like there's no way she's not going to do some on this album. But I just feel like this is so much calmer than her usual production, which is usually really intense, really aggressive, especially some of the songs on Puberty 2. I mean, I'm gonna need therapy after hearing that production, because it's just insane. And some of the songs on Bury Me at Makeout Creek as well, which I love that album, but damn, it's crazy. So yeah, I freaking love her. I low-key love her for this. I Don't Like My Mind is next. So I'm wondering if this is gonna be calm as well, or if we're gonna get that intensity that kind of matches maybe her feeling like anxious or depressed, or like she doesn't like what's going on in her mind. Are we gonna get the production to match that, or is it gonna be the opposite feeling of what the song is about? Or is it gonna be a positive song somehow? What do I know? But like, I Don't Like My Mind, I know it's like probably everyone relates to that, but that's just the most relatable song title that I think anyone has ever released.
I don't like my mind.
She literally wasted no time.
I don't like being left alone in a room with all its
Me.
the things that I've done.
Oh shit, I already thought of the next line and I'm relating so much.
Yeah, blast music loud, and I'll work myself to the bone.
Wait, these lyrics are literally my life.
And then I get sick and throw up, and there's another memory that gets stuck inside the walls of my skull.
Not sure how I feel about this one sonically yet, but these lyrics, I mean, I'm sure they're so relatable to so many people. I don't like my mind. I don't like being left alone in a room with all its opinions about the things that I've done. So yeah, I blast music loud. I work myself to the bone. And on an inconvenient Christmas, which is a really interesting lyric, I eat a cake. a whole cake, all for me. It's giving that kid from Matilda. Ooh, ah. And then I get sick and throw up, and there's another memory that gets stuck inside the walls of my skull waiting for its turn to talk. There are some of, in my opinion, Mitski's most straightforward and obvious lyrics. Like, you know exactly what she's talking about. She's talking about overthinking, being alone with your thoughts, and how miserable it can make you. While a lot of her songs are typically pretty ambiguous or just hidden in metaphors, like she uses metaphors right, left, and center to describe what she's talking about, this one just feels just really obvious and really straightforward. I mean, these are some of the most genuinely some of the most relatable lyrics I've heard in a song, because they're just so like what everyone's thinking, you know what I mean? Like, she's just saying exactly what everyone is experiencing. So that's fun. I work myself to the bone. That's me. I blast music loud. I mean, yeah, that's literally me. I do that all the time. So yeah. Something I always say about Mitski is she builds her songs in such a cool way. And that is something that I respect so much about her and something that I attribute to her. I've discussed this in my other reactions, but like that is just something that I immediately attribute to her as like song building. She builds her songs. She doesn't keep it in one place the entire time. Her songs are all super short, but they all have these builds. She uses every single second of the song to build it. And so anyway, I have so much respect for what she does with that. But with these songs, I feel like the build is still there, but it's more subtle. You don't really notice that the song is building until the end of it, when suddenly, I don't know, for me at least, I don't realize that it's building, and then all of a sudden I'm like, what are all these strings that are flooding my ears right now? I don't know, I just think it's interesting. A lot of the time her builds are very obvious, like she does have that explosive moment, or she has just a really obvious build that's like, okay, like how did we end up here at the end of the song? But this just feels more subtle to me, and I think that's what makes it more calming and more chill to listen to, because you're not having all these moments where you're like freaking out, like what are we doing here?
But you can bet it's there waiting still for me to be left alone and home with the things that I've done.
Wait, who's waiting? Oh, okay. It's kind of a song about how you can run from your problems, but you can't hide from them. You can run from your thoughts only so much before they'll catch up to you. Because she says, it may be a few years, but you can bet it's still there waiting for you. For me to be left alone in a room full of things that I've done. So that's really interesting. It's like this idea that the memory is waiting in her mind for her to just be alone again, and then it will come back up and remind her of its existence. She can run from these memories, but they're never gonna go away. And I do wonder what she's gonna talk about in When Memories Snow, because this already just feels like a very memory heavy album. I mean, all her albums have a lot of like memories and stories, like really specific instances of stuff that happened that she talks about. None of her songs are just like random situations. Like, she is more intentional than I can even express. And I already want to watch those Heaven and Star videos because I just have so much respect for her. I really do. Sorry, I'm not going to shut up about it because I just think she's so cool. Okay, sorry. Wait, what? I'm sorry. I just keep zoning out and then being like, because it's so calming that I feel like you can just zone out to it. Oh, I don't know if I am just thinking this because of the title of the album or because of the Buffalo Replace song, and buffaloes, you might think of the Wild Wild West, and the song, when it immediately started, I got Western vibes. But I'm just getting Western vibes from this album. Like, obviously very subtle. It's not in your face, but that's just, I don't know if I'm making that up. Like, let me know. But the last chorus, she says, a whole cake, please don't take this job from me. And I was like, come again? It says, Mitski distracts herself from her problems by overworking herself, which creates more problems. She doesn't want to lose her job because it distracts her, but at the same time, she wants someone to take her job so she has less problems. Okay, that's, like, all her music is just so deep and so interesting. I feel like you could literally take a course at a college on Mitski. I really, really do feel like you could study her entire discography and there would just be so much there that would actually be really fascinating. Can I take a course on Mitski? Anyone? Let me know. The next one is The Deal. what's the deal? You know what song I feel like could kind of go on this album well is Texas Reznikov. She has not been scaring me, but I don't trust her. At any moment, it could come. God, I love this production. Get out. It's
There's a deal you can make on a midnight walk alone. I want someone to take this soul.
That's so haunting.
I will take all the consequences.
This is building. This is a good example of her builds. This one's kind of running together with the other songs for me. I love the way it started though.
I walked my way home. There was no one inside.
There's so much walking already on this album. Are your feet tired?
Perched upon a street light watching me till I found that it said
The bird's talking to her? I don't know how I feel about this.
your pain is eased, but you'll never be free.
Your pain is eased, but you'll never be free. Well, that's fun. It says the song follows a despondent narrator who wishes to exchange her soul not for any personal gain, but solely to finally be rid of it. What's up with souls on this album? Okay, and like. It feels like she's stampeding into my mind right now. Honestly, I feel like I'm being ransacked. But it's not a jump scare, it's a build. It's a build. She hasn't jump scared me since Bug Like an Angel. And maybe the beginning of the second song. Okay, that was my least favorite so far. Probably pretty obvious, but I didn't really connect with it. I don't know, it just really ran together with the other songs. With an album that is this cohesive, I mean, it's so cohesive. And when that's the case, like, it's all kind of running together for me because I've only listened to it once. If I listened more times, I'm sure there would be more that I pick up on. But with an album like this, it just all kind of sounds like one giant song. But I liked the little beat behind it. I liked the strings, you know, some of the production in there was cool. But the next one I've been really excited about, When Memories Snow. I just think that is such a beautiful visual title and it just really stands out to me. Please be pretty.
when memories snow and cover up the driveway.
Chorus gospel vibes.
I shovel all those memories, clear the path to drive to the store.
That's what I do too.
When memories melt, I hear them in the drain pipe, dripping.
Drain pipe. She put the word drain pipe in a song. And of course she did, because she's Mitski. Mitski is such a writer and I'll never shut up about it. Sorry, what? Ooh. Trumpets? I'm so confused. I mean, again, it's like, how did we get to this moment? It's built, but it's built so, not subtly, but just like, I didn't even realize it was building until I don't know. I don't know how to explain it, but yeah, that one was also one that was just not really a favorite right away. I really like the lyrics though. When memories snow and cover up the driveway, I shovel all those memories, clear the path to drive to the store. So again, it's the idea of like when memories come in that aren't pleasant, you just want to push them out, which is hella relatable. When memories melt, I hear them in the drain pipe dripping down as I lie awake in the dark, so like overthinking at night. I usually don't really look that much into the lyrics when I listen to an album for the first time, but with a Mitski album, I just feel like there's just so much intention. Like, I'm not gonna stop saying the word intention because she is so intentional. And yeah, I just feel like she's such a writer. She really is. If you watch the Bug Like an Angel behind the song, which you could not make a better decision with your life, you get the sense that she is just this writer and this freaking poet. Mitski's a poet, we done know it. And I'm a poet and I didn't know it. Okay, so My Love, Mine, All Mine. Is that a song title or like a sonnet? Oh, this is like swanky. Am I in an elevator?
Moon, a hole of light,
What is up with her and moons and stars and stuff? Is that like her thing?
shining down on
little bass line. It's so subtle, but it's there. I hear it.
Just my love is mine, all mine.
That layering is gorgeous.
Nothing in the world belongs to me but my love, mine, all
I think this will end up being one of my favorites. I have a sneaky suspicion. Oh, there's just something about it. Get out. It's really dark and low and just. Oh, yes. Oh, is that. Sorry. I interrupted her walk down. I apologize. I should not be interrupting those things. Yeah.
showed me what my heart was worth.
Does anyone feel like this?
My love is mine, all mine.
I love this chorus. It's so beautiful. It's so like low and dark and sultry and this is one of my favorites. Y'all know. Ooh, is it just that? I always get shocked at how quickly her songs are over. That one was absolutely beautiful. I just love the sound of it. It was so freaking pretty. The chorus actually should be illegal. I don't know what she was on, but that layering was absolutely stunning. I didn't even really register the lyrics. I don't even really care what she was saying. Something about a love. Her love is hers, all hers. But yeah, I just loved it. I got really lost in the sound of it. I kind of just wanted to like close my eyes, curl up into a ball and listen to it that way. But the next one is The Frost. So more nature. She loves the nature imagery. She actually really does. Is this like a follow-up of When Memories Snow and now they're frost? Snow doesn't turn into frost.
The frost, it looks like dust settled on the world after everyone's long been gone.
Wow, that's kind of depressing.
The only one left, now the world is mine alone.
Get out with these vocals, they're so airy.
No one to share the memory of frost.
I like this production a lot. It's just really light and airy and acoustic and nice. I'm gonna be honest, I got a little bit distracted while listening to this one. It's not that I dislike it. I actually do really like the production of this one. It's very light, it's very airy. It's kind of the same sound we've gotten through the album. Like all the songs at this point are pretty much running together for me. I think that's why My Love, Mine, All Mine stood out so much, is because it felt different. And I'm not saying they actually all sound exactly the same, but I've only listened to it once. So they just are all running together for me. This happens to me all the time with albums that are really cohesive. And so this is an album I'm gonna need to take some time with, to really figure out. But I like the vibe. I like the vibe a lot. It's really nice. It's just calming. It's pretty. I just love Mitski, like her personality too. Sorry, I'm thinking about her. Yeah, let's go into Star. This was a single. I haven't heard it though. Oh, that is foreboding.
Remember when we met?
Something's coming. The tension, it's tense, but in a nice way.
That love is like a star. It's gone, we just see it
What?
fall.
What a low note that was. Is it gonna build though, or explode?
That love is like a star.
This is a love song.
That
It's coming, it's coming, it's coming.
love's gone, we just see it.
This is a love album as much as it is about memories and freedom and wow, this is getting kind of loud. Is that really gonna be it? Okay, I just thought she was gonna jump scare me. I'm shocked that she didn't. Oh, that one was interesting. It was very like, obviously it started almost incomprehensible how quiet it was and how low and deep, and there were some low notes she was hitting that really stood out on the album as being some of the lowest. And then she just, it just went like that. But yeah, it was pretty. I liked it. Again, I feel like at this point they're all running together. I don't know that I have too much to say about that one, but I'm Your Man. This is such a cohesive album. I mean, it just literally is the same guitar. Not in a bad way, because I love that guitar.
For an angel, I'm a dog.
Thanks, girl. I'm a dog?
Or you're a dog and I'm your man.
Wait, I kind of love this.
You believe me like a god. I destroy you like I am.
Oh, wow.
I deserve it, don't I? I'll meet judgment by the hound.
Judgment by the Hounds. Oh, the Hounds of Hell. Great.
I betray you.
There's the Hounds. I actually really love that lyric. You believed me like a god, I betray you like a man. I really love that switch up of the two like verses. Her going from saying I'm your man to saying I betray you like a man. I just like how she changed it, but it's the same kind of like thing. You know what I mean? The lyrics of this one are kind of insane. That's like the whole album, but it apparently goes back to the song The Deal, where, oh yeah, she talked about like wanting to sell her soul, but not to the devil, I don't think. Okay, so apparently it's about how when someone dies who is going to hell, I don't even want to talk about this. Nope, not today, Satan. Oh, wait, those are really pretty oohs. What is that little addition? It's interesting. That almost felt like nature and God coming together there at the end. Oh, that made no sense, but oh yeah, it kind of transitioned from this really heavenly godlike sound to this very human sound. This very nature sound of, no, that made no sense. It kind of transitioned there at the end from this really heavenly, like godlike chorus of angels to a sound that we're all familiar with of crickets. We're on the last track. I like that one. Again, I'm gonna need more time, but I actually really liked that. I'm not sure how I felt about the second half with the dogs coming in. I just kind of got weird vibes because looking up the meaning of the song, I don't know. I don't know if it's gonna be my song. But the last song is called I Love Me After You. Maybe a sacrificial, like kind of love song, like you come first.
Brushing my hair naked, splash water on my neck, laughing in the mirror.
Her voice on this song is completely different.
Drink it down.
Drink it.
I love me after you, king of all the land.
Huh. I'm gonna look up the lyrics. What else is new?
Let the darkness see me. Streets are mine, king of all the land.
Like king of all the land that's inhospitable. Okay. Oh. I kind of love this as an outro. Get Out, actually. Okay, so according to Genius, what is that? Is she destroying something? Like throwing wood around or something in the rain? Is there a music video for that song? Because I feel like that ending might make more sense in the context of a music video, you know? I actually like that as an outro. Apparently that ending song was a hopeful ending to an emotionally riveting and vulnerable album in which the singer is able to relish in the person she's becoming after leaving a relationship in the past and learn to love who she is in the wake of their leaving. So it is kind of like a freedom album. Oh, I love me after you. Okay. I now understand what that means. I love me even after we've broken up, even after you, when you're gone, you're long gone. I still love myself. Okay. Okay, interesting that the album starts with a song about addiction and then the last song is about kind of moving on after a breakup. I don't know if like that person was addicted to something or if it's just a general song for those that struggle, but interesting things. I'm not the lyrics girl when it comes to Mitski. I do what I can, but it is hard. It is hard because she is such an intentional and talented songwriter. I really liked the whole vibe of this album. It was very, very calming to listen to. Really nice, just nice production and nice sounds. It really felt like one giant song to me. Like they all kind of sounded the same for the most part. And I know if I listened more times, I'm sure I would be able to pick out more differences, but like listening once, even listening at my most intently, I really couldn't pick out that many things at first. It just felt like this very continuous song and this very continuous sound all throughout. So yeah, it's an album that I'll definitely have to take more listens with, but I just think Mitski is such an artist. Like she really is. She is such an artist, and I really like that she went for a more stripped back kind of vibe with this album, although I do think her funky production is more like engaging to listen to. I think this was more like relaxing to listen to. So it's just as good in my opinion. I think it's just a different vibe. Either way, Mitski is just a genius. I mean, she really is. And I feel like listening to this album in the dark, it was a very fitting theme because it's just such a calming, peaceful album. If it's true that the intention behind the album is kind of finding peace with yourself after a breakup, I think that's kind of the perfect vibe for it to have. You know, it makes sense that it would feel peaceful if she's wanting to portray that her life is more peaceful without this person. Going into this album, I was really like preparing myself for the jump scares, and then she didn't do it. I think one single time she scared me, and that was it. And so that was kind of interesting. She went for a different method, and I think it's a welcome change. I think it's different, and I think different can be really good. The builds of the songs felt more subtle. I didn't realize like how much they were building often until the end of the song, when it would kind of be like, oh yeah, this has been building, and this is this giant moment now. And so yeah, I just think Mitski's so cool, like building her songs, songwriting, and having a beautiful voice as well. I mean, she just does. She has a really pretty voice. It's really nice and peaceful to listen to. She has the right voice for this kind of album. Yeah, I really love Mitski. I really, really do. And I'm grateful for the experience of listening to this new album. Fill me in on any of the lyrics that are like going over my head. A lot of her lyrics just do. She has so much intention and ambiguity in her lyrics. I feel like she has this purposeful ambiguity so that you can like make your own meaning and make it your own song. It's not like it's just her song, if that makes sense. I'm sure she has a lot of very personal reasons behind every single song, but I think it's cool to also just take away your own meaning. I felt kind of nostalgic while I was listening to this, almost like I was running through a field as a kid and like going after the fireflies. That's just the vibe that I got. I think because Buffalo replaced, she immediately said something about fireflies. So I was like, okay, fireflies are in my brain for the rest of the album now. But yeah, Mitski, you just do it time after time. I really do think that she has not missed with this project. So that much I know from just one listen. This is my album ranking. What are some of my favorites? Some of my least favorites? Always open to change and evolve over time, and feel free to disagree with me. Thank you guys so much for watching, for being here. Let me know what you think of the album, if you like it. I mean, it is different. I don't know how you could dislike this just because it is so peaceful, but if you dislike it, that's cool too. I just wanted to say that. Feel free to like and subscribe. It would really, really help me out, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.